Welcome to Owensboro Catholic Schools in the Loop. My name is Kathy Graham. In this segment, our guest is Karen Gross. And Karen is an enrollment specialist, which sounds very important, down in the marketing department. She works with Keith Osborne in the central office. Welcome, Karen.
Thanks, Kathy.
She helps a lot with this show and
Yes.
all the things that go out to everybody. But today, Karen's going to be talking to us about registration for the upcoming
Yes.
school year, 2008-2009. Pre-registration was in mid-March, which we're beyond that. So
Yes.
what can parents do if they did not pre-register their children?
Well, we want to let parents know that they can still register their child for the 2008-2009 school year.
Okay.
And we encourage them to, visit a school site if that's what they would like to do, if they haven't attended an open house or received information. For the elementary K-3 campus, we would like, if they want to stop by that school site, they can receive a folder of information along with the various forms available necessary for registration, and then they can schedule a personal tour of the school building where they could meet with Mrs. Lori Whitehouse, meet some of the faculty, view the Annunciation Center, the art room, the library facilities, the music room. If they want to, stay for lunch, we can work that out.
So you can drop in to pick up information.
Yes.
But don't drop in thinking that they'll be able to give you a tour,
Right.
spontaneous tour.
Right, because we
Should
want to
definitely get an appointment for that.
Right, it's a lot easier for Mrs. Whitehouse to
Right.
take care of it that way. Of course, they can visit any time, but it's to take a personal tour. We would rather them schedule that, and if they want to do that, we accommodate. If they want to bring their child after hours, that's fine too. We just try to work with each family on what works best for them.
Okay. And what about the 4-6 campus?
4-6 campus works basically the same way. You can get a folder from the school office there, and then schedule a personal tour with Mrs. Concrite and meet some of the faculty and tour the facilities. And again, if after hours, after school works out best, and usually we can work out a day, or we can work with the parent and then bring the child later, or if they want to bring the whole family, that's fine too.
Do they have, what kinds of things are they giving them if they come? Does it have information about the whole school system or just that site? The
Usually-
packets at the different sites?
Usually don't have that particular school site, but there is a general information sheet in there that covers all of our test scores and things just for K-12, so that they can see the continuity between the school sites, and then
Okay.
just some of the things from each of the school sites.
Because I'm sure they'd want to come and bring their children and their family, but they may have several children that they would
Right.
want to enroll too.
Right.
So.
And if at that point, then if they wanted to get information about particular school sites, they don't have to go around to each school site. They could at least call the central office at that point, and we could get information about any of the school sites or multiple school sites that they would like to have. And also in those folders would be pre-registration forms and also financial aid forms, if that was something that they needed as well.
And it's not too late to do the PSAS
No,
forms, the
no.
financial aid forms, which we talked about before.
Correct. And we encourage all families to apply for financial aid, and again, it would just depend on when they filed it, when they would hear back from our office for a financial aid package.
Okay. And the middle school?
The middle school, we encourage them.
7th and 8th grade.
7th and 8th grade, they would get, again, a folder of information, but they could schedule a personal tour over and ensure a smooth transition to the middle school as far as class scheduling, or to schedule them for appropriate classes wherever they are in the learning spectrum, whether it would be remedial or even advanced classes, where if they were going to take a language, where are they to take that, and math courses.
Okay, because they probably have to be, would they have to be tested for
Well,
like the pre-algebra or?
Right. Usually what they'll do is they'll look at their last school, their previous school, and just see where they were, because usually they're pretty familiar with their curriculum to appropriately place them in classes.
If a child, could they come and like sit through some classes even over there?
Yes.
Would they allow them to do that?
Yes, we really encourage that, just for the sake of knowing that it's the scheduling where they change classes and
Right.
things. They can sit in on a couple classes if they want to sit in the whole day. Mrs. McCormick will usually schedule them with someone to shadow that has similar interest, or maybe it's someone that they know already. So
Oh, yeah.
that usually helps out for the child to make the day a little bit
Yeah.
more interesting, and for them to meet other kids and then still be with someone that they're familiar with.
It's nice to get a feel for the whole school,
Yes.
because you might know some kids over there that you might not even know that go to the Catholic middle school.
And that's
too.
usually what happens
Yeah.
is, oh, I didn't know they went there, or, I didn't know that they were friends with them. So
Makes them a lot more comfortable.
It really is a lot of fun for the kids to spend a day there.
All right, Catholic High.
Catholic High, again, you can still receive a folder of information, and then they will have you schedule to have an interview to review transfer procedures as far as transferring classes, transferring credits, and then also for class scheduling. Again, appropriate class scheduling for the diploma that they're wanting to go for, and then just to make sure that they're in appropriate appropriate classes for their level. And then again, shadowing is a great way for the students to be around the school, and we've had new students come in from out of town where again they're matching up interests in clubs and athletics with the student that they would be shadowing with, or if they know someone.
Now, like particularly with sports, I know they have to be really careful that parents shouldn't be contacting the coach.
Correct.
They need to talk to the school.
Correct. And
we don't want to have any impropriety with threatening a student's eligibility for sports programs and stuff.
That's
like
right.
that.
The coaches are very aware that if
direct
there
them
is,
back to the school.
They do direct them back to the school, because it really is about the academics for the child, and then an appropriate fit for them, and then also if they are interested in athletics, just to take care of that after they've already been enrolled and have been accepted into Catholic High.
Right, because especially if you can always get on our website.
Yes.
Owensborocatholic.org.
Yes, and on there is a link for new families. It's on the right side. It's very prominent. Again, for families to easily find information.
In Ken Rasp's, the director's letter, and he quotes the United States Catholic Conference of Bishops, who had published an article renewing our commitment to Catholic elementary and secondary schools in the third millennium, in which they stated unequivocal support for Catholic education. And they stated, quote, which you've read this, I'm sure, "We are convinced that Catholic schools continue to be the most effective means available to the Church for the education of children and young people who are the future of the Church." And I just thought, it kind of brings it all back around to, the Church, and that we're wanting our children to be good members of society, as well as educated.
Right, and
but
that's
good Catholic members of society also.
Right, and that's what we strive to do as a school, is to prepare the students for beyond school, realizing that it's academics and spiritual growth, and for them to go on and pass that on to others and to their families as well when that time comes.
Well, I know you were
on that Watch and Listen. We tried to hit a whole various forms of video and audio and text, to realize that the kids are really talking about and expressing their genuine interest and love for the Owensboro Catholic Schools and what it means to them.
Well, it's good. So if you have any questions about pre-registration or the open registration, you can visit the central office and visit Karen, or any of the staff down there can help you. Check out the website at owensborocatholic.org. Call the central office at 686-8896. So thank you for joining us for this segment of